How many times do you think we have skipped our cool downs? Figured we don't have time, or I'll just stretch later. Well, a good cool down is critical to maximizing our fitness progress. Not only does it aid in speeding up our recovery, but it helps to protect us from future injury. In addition to this, it aids in DOMS, or delayed onset muscle soreness. It helps to relieve that, as delayed onset muscle soreness is caused by little micro tears in our muscle fibers, and this causes the muscle to swell, putting pressure against the nerve endings, and this is the pain that we feel. It also helps with blood pooling. When we are training hard, we are pumping a large amount of blood into the muscles being worked, and that provides oxygen and nutrients for these trained muscles. And as we work out, the contractions that we make help to push this blood back to the heart, enabling it to be reoxygenated. So when we stop, so does the muscle contraction that helps push the blood back to the heart, which leaves our muscles full of blood and waste products like lactic acid. So by doing a proper cool down, it aids in keeping this blood flowing and not only flushing out the excess blood and waste products, but it also brings in fresh oxygenated blood and nutrients to begin that muscle repair process. Now, a proper cool down really has 4 stages, and the first stage would be gentle exercise. The best way to explain this would be if you've done a hard run. After you finish your run, you'd walk for 5 or 10 minutes. If you're strength training, maybe what you want to do is some light body weight exercises like some walking lunges or maybe some dynamic stretches, just to help keep the blood flowing and to clean out your muscles. A study at the California State University showed that low intensity cycling helped relieve DOMS in strength training athletes. The second stage of the cool down is static stretching. When we train, it warms up our muscles, which makes them more elastic and workable, so it's a great opportunity for us to work on our stretching and getting our muscles more flexible, which will help to protect us from those day-to-day injuries that plague the inflexible. For example, low back pain, groin pulls, knee injuries, or even a bad shoulder. The third stage is self-administered myofascial release. Now, most people, when they think of myofascial release, they think of foam rolling. But for me, what I've found most effective is using a massage ball or a lacrosse ball to help relieve those tight muscle areas. By applying pressure to trigger points on the body, which are fairly easy to find, as they will feel like knots in the muscles and be painful, we can relieve muscle tension. It only takes a minute or 2, but the results are amazing. Now, I just started a Facebook page, so I will leave a couple different links to some tutorial videos on how to do this, both with your fingers or with a tennis ball. And maybe while you're there checking out these videos, if you could give my brand new Facebook page a like too, that would be great. The final stage of our cool down is the refuel. And the most important part of the refuel is water. Now, if you're wondering how much water you should be taking in, the best way to find out is to weigh yourself before you start training and again right after. And that amount of difference in weight is the water that you've used while training. And you need to, at a minimum, make that up. Really, it's recommended that you take in at least another 20% more than that. And when it comes to food, something that you find easily digestible is best, like fruit and Greek yogurt. So we really need to do a complete cool down because it'll help us recover faster, get stronger, and increase the rate of our fitness progress. This is Lawrence from Fit and 50, signing out. Keep working out, and remember, we're not done until we've cooled down. Keep having fun, and we will talk to you again in that next video.